Probably me. I'm like 7'9".
Yeah, then yeah.
I don't even know
And
what
I have-
races everyone is.
And I'm a furbolg. 7'9" furbolg, and I have light to cast on my shield constantly.
You're the front of the truck. Yeah, I'm sitting. I'm following as close to you without being in your pocket as I can.
I'd like to use the longsword that I managed to purchase but don't have proficiency in to attempt to cut off a branch of a tree.
Okay, I think you can manage that. To what end?
I'd then like to shoot it with firebolt and offer it to the rest of the party to warm their hands.
You have a flaming stick. It does not last very long.
Oh.
What do I see in this cave since I'm in the front?
Do you have dark vision?
I have a light cantrip cast on my shield.
Wonderful. You see to the edge of your light, and then you see darkness. It looks like a slightly curved sort of cave. It's only really about 5 or 6 feet wide at the mouth, but it does look deep enough, at least that it'll definitely shelter you all from the elements.
Okay, I walk in.
Okay. It's a cave in here. It definitely seems to go deeper.
There's a cave in?
Wait.
So now you said it was snowing, right?
It is snowing hard. Yeah.
Okay. As everyone comes in, I'm just curious, can I use like a non-lethal casting of Sacred Flame to like dry everybody off as they come inside?
Warm the cave up.
Yeah, I have the Sacred Flame cantrip.
I think you could probably cast it close enough to people to give them like a tiny bit of warmth. But it's probably not going to dry them off beyond like going from sort of soaked to damp.
It's fun that that's the plan because I can just prestidigitate us.
Beautiful.
Oh, great.
I would like to
Much
do so.
better.
Great.
Yep, that's probably more effective than Holy Light, yes.
Yeah. I'm much happier with that. Okay, so as you all enter this cave, it opens up a little bit. It opens up, about like 10 feet in to be about 10 feet wide, and it seems to continue deeper, like to the limits of your vision.
I think we should explore the cave, guys.
That sounds like a good idea. Let us do that.
Great. And I pull out my bell, and singing a hymn, I start walking down the cave, ringing the bell.
Okay.
With light cast on my shield.
I'd like to stay safely behind Mick's character and Mister's character.
I'm
And
moving
Undy's
back a little
character.
bit. Since he's walking in there ringing the bell, I'm going to kind of move back, kind of
And
stay in
singing.
the middle of the group and singing. I'm going to take out my bow.
Okay.
Like everyone should get advantage on stealth because I'm just so goddamn obvious.
Or everyone should get disadvantage on stealth because you're just so goddamned obvious. Also, a -5. Also, pretty much an auto fail. But yeah, so you wander in a little further. You really make it about 20 feet before you sort of hit a wall. This sort of jagged structure. It looks like the cave does extend to the left and right quite a bit. The room is widened out here, but you've sort of hit a back wall. It almost looks like a bit of a T-junction.
Okay. Is there anything interesting when I look left and right?
a lot of darkness.
I go right.
Okay. You go right. So,
I follow.
as you sort of descend into this dark cavern, you hear sort of the faint, just little faint echoes and like little dripping sounds, and it's eerily quiet considering how very loud it was outside. Um,
That's what the bell's for.
yeah, between chimes, like you hear this this like echoing very like far into the distance. So the passage seems to sort of jut off to the right at something like a 45-degree angle, not too far ahead of you.
So it's like a T-junction, but with a 45-degree instead of a 90?
Yeah, there's a bit of like a narrow passage. Like there's a wide pass at a 45-degree angle, but a narrow pass like dead ahead if you went the same way. It gets like very cramped.
Like this.
Yeah, like that, except for the straight path is becoming more narrow and the angled path is becoming larger to like, you know.
Got it. Like I guess I kind of like stop at the line. Look, do I see anything interesting in either direction?
Yeah, you look into the sort of narrow opening ahead of you, and it looks like it goes forward about 20 feet, 25 feet, and then it sort of angles off, and then straight ahead sort of just goes off in a straight line, or like at the angle it goes off in a straight line.
And I'm sorry, did you? I don't think you said. Is the 45 on the left or the right?
The 45 veers to your right.
I go right.
Okay. So the hallway continues for about 40 feet, and you sort of hear this like very faint, just echoing. It's like a pebble dropping on a stone floor. Just sort of a clattering, like like rolling dice off a table.
All right. I stop ringing the bell and call out using thaumaturgy to stand and show yourself in the light of Avati so that we may all rejoice in our company.
Wow.
I'd like to know your marching order. Can someone post your marching order, please?
Blurp was behind the big guy, but as he continued to make noise, I have slowly started to move further and further away.
Gilbert would like to be in front of Mister, but behind everyone else.
I'm probably right behind Mr. Fuglant.
Fulgent. It is Father Fulgent.
Fulgent.
Or Fulgent, if you would. But I'm pretty sure that's our marching order. Front to
Looks
back.
good.
That sounds good to me.
Unless I miss somebody.
Is that acceptable to everyone?
Yep.
Okay. What is everyone's passive perception?
I have an astounding 9.
Okay. So -5 to all of those because you're all listening to the clanging of a bell.
It's not so much a
All right.
clanging as a ringing. It's a small, like, hand brass bell.
Yeah.
It's not a cowbell.
Okay, we'll call it a -3, but I'm pretty sure you all failed anyway. All right. One moment. All right. Blurp, as you follow behind the rest of the party, you feel this faint coldness on your shoulder. Does a 12 hit you? Probably not.
No, it does not.
You think? I think you would probably be surprised. Yeah? Is that a? Maybe this is advantage. Does a 13 hit you?
No, it does not.
Okay, so you feel an unpleasant coldness at your shoulder, and you jerk away from it as a reflex. You have dark vision, right? You're
Yeah, I'm a goblin.
okay. You see a slightly darker shade of gray in front of you than the rest of the gray of the cavern.
I am going to scream out loud, and how close is it to me, the gray blob? And try to poke the gray blob with my spear.
Within 5 feet of you.
I mean, I can't run away. Oh, no, I'm going to try. No, can I scurry?
If he screams, I'm going to turn and direct the light towards him.
You may all roll initiative.
I'm going to scream loudly.
I'm fairly happy with my initiative roll.
The louder you scream, the faster we come.
If somebody would be lovely and put that in order for me. Oof.
Why did I even put a plus? What was I doing?
That's okay. Spectre, I didn't even know you were in here. You're a monk? You didn't buy any gear.
No, I'm a sorcerer.
Okay.
Ah, yes, another sorcerer.
We'll work with that.
Are you two going the route of chaos and means?
Possibly.
Well, it looks like this guy's going to get another
Excellent.
attack because I'm a bad person. So, does a 10 hit you? It's not his night. Blurp. All right, we know a 10 does not hit Blurp. So,
Indeed.
we can proceed.
No, it does not hit me.
Yeah, so you see this this faint those of you with the vision for it see this faint shadowy figure at the back of the party, which very quickly disappears into the darkness.
Did I see it?
You saw something.
Did I, like, I saw something. Do I have any idea where it is right now?
Why don't you make a perception check?
Okay.
Von Bismarck.
You cannot see it.
But do I have a general idea of where it is what I'm asking.
Yes,
Okay.
This is not a wide hallway, and it just disappeared sort of.
So I'm pretty confident I can get, like, a 20-foot cube centered on him.
I mean,
Ish.
I think
Ish.
you probably you
Get him
you
within the
think
20-foot cube?
you would probably think so.
Okay. Then I am going to cast Fairy Fire where I think he is.
Okay.
He has to, if he's within that area, it's a 20-foot cube, so 20 by 20 by 20. He has to make a dex save.
Blurp is now understanding why he stands real close to the fire.
Well, that's easy because he's not in that space.
Okay, I mean that's it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing there. If there was a creature, it would have highlighted him.
All right. Von Bismarck. What would you like to do?
Nothing apparently.
Von
Tick-tock.
Bismarck. Who's that?
Tick
Yeah.
tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Well,
Who's von Bismarck?
It seemed a bit casual to call you Otto in front of everyone.
Wait,
I'm assuming
Otto
you're
von
referring to me.
Bismarck?
There
Wait,
you go. Come on.
Well, I'll go ahead and point shoot longbow where I think that shadowed figure went off to.
You would probably just make an attack roll at disadvantage.
All right. I will let you know that I do have light on the arrow.
Isn't that an action to cast light on your arrow?
Yeah, I did that in chat beforehand. I was still working with the character sheet. It's up there.
Oh, okay.
All right. How long does light last? Probably
An
you're
hour.
fine,
Like
probably.
10 minutes?
Yeah, you're good.
Or, yeah,
You're
longer, I guess.
And it's a cantrip, so you can just recast it when it goes out.
Okay.
So what do we see?
Your arrow fires off into the distance. You see a small aura of light illuminating the shadows in all the weird corners and crevices of the hallway of this passage, but you do not see any creature back there.
Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll draw my Kopesh. And that's going to be it for me.
Sorry, just real quick. Positionally, was it running deeper into the cave or back the way we came?
Back the way you came.
Okay.
Blurp was in the back.
yeah, Blurp was in the back.
Oh, wait, Blurp's up there ahead?
Blurp was in the back.
Oh, that
He's
thing
the
was
one
also
that
in the
started
back,
it.
so
Remember, I
effectively
started
right ahead,
screaming.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just fired back towards the tail
And
end.
I couldn't see it, so I assumed it was invisible and cast Fairy Fire. There's nothing there.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and advance to where Blurp is, so that way you don't get ganked or something. That's it for me.
All right. Gilbert.
I'd first like to look up.
Okay. There is a small, is it stalactite up there right above you? Stalagmite? Whichever one it is. And it drips on you.
I would like to squat low to the ground and ready a firebolt to fire down the hall. Like the way we're walking, not the way we came from.
Okay. What's the trigger for your ready to action?
If I see shit that's not the good father moving around in that direction.
Okay.
It's also worth noting I'm like 212 years old.
The good old father.
Exactly.
So what would our Swiss intelligence minister like to do?
If you give me no names, I assign them.
You left me off.
I did leave you off. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I go after the Swiss idiot.
No, actually, you go before him.
Well, we both rolled a 3.
You have higher decks.
Probably. Okay, so what would you like to do?
I'm gonna run back to the big father and kind of grasp on one of his legs.
Okay. You may do that.
We should not be in here. There's weird shit in here. We should go. Please.
There. We are here to bring the light to those who have none.
I don't think they want the light. We should keep it for ourselves. Let's go.
Well, they don't really get a choice in the matter. They get the light regardless.
You get the light, and you get the light. Everyone gets the free light.
It takes.
Mandate from heaven.
I'm gonna tell you, a Furbolg to become a cleric, he had to go through some shit. That's gonna be
The light cometh.
All right. So yeah, what would the Swiss intelligence minister like to do now?
Very Swiss of him.
Indeed.
Spectre.
Oh, you can't just fucking assign me a goddamn name and then not tell me that's what my name is. I have no idea.
I'm sorry, I thought it was fairly obvious. My mistake.
It's pretty on the
I
nose.
wasn't sure because you guys were naming yourselves after like fucking Goebbels and Himmler, so I don't know. What do I say?
Hey, what? I don't know. Do you have dark vision?
I don't know actually. Let me take a look.
Are you a
What race
human?
are you?
Changeling.
I don't think so. No. Okay. You see a lot of dark.
There's an arrow.
There's an arrow in the distance, way back the way you came, which is lighting up a little area of the cave behind you, and your resident cleric has illuminated his shield with the light cantrip, but you don't really see anything like a hostile in here. It looks like a very dark cave, and your associates.
All right, then I will ready a frostbite to shoot at anything that looks hostile.
Okay.
And that'll be it for me.
All right.
My name is hereby Car. K-A-R. Car.
Lovely.
Are you Kit's evil twin brother?
Fulgent.
I put the bell away, pull out my book of sermons, and as I walk deeper into the cave, probably like with the goblin still attached to my leg, I begin proselytizing the unknown hostiles.
Okay. All right.
Walking deeper into the cave 30 feet, because that's my movement speed.
All right. You proceed further into the cave. What would von Bismarck Carr like to do?
I'm going to follow, what was it, Fulgent?
Mhm.
Yes, I'm going to follow Fulgent. Right when I expend my movement speed, I'll drop my bow and draw my hand axe.
Okay.
And, let's see. I'll go ahead and cast light. And, can I cast it on myself without blinding myself?
Depends on where you cast it.
Say I cast it right there where my waist is.
Yeah, if you cast it at your belt, it will be bright but not blinding.
Did you just illuminate your codpiece?
Probably.
Oh God.
Oh no. I was thinking right at my hip bone, but it's basically right there. No sweat.
Yeah,
That's it for me.
pretty much on point. Alrighty. So you proceed down the hallway a bit. Gilbert, what would you like to do?
Yar?
It's your turn.
Yeah, we're walking forward.
Mhm. Looks
I'd,
like it.
I'd like to follow.
Okay. Blurp.
Blurp is still creeping along beside, making sure he's in the middle of the party this time. You don't want to be at the end. You don't want things touching you.
Wait, shit, does that put me at the back?
Perhaps.
Perhaps because he's standing between the two fighters now.
Shit, yeah, that would put me at the back.
Where you were Spectre.
All right. So you change what you do.
Yes, I'd like to be extra far up in there in the middle.
All right. When you move speed.
I don't know, you're the one with the battle map.
Yeah. All right. So I mean, I guess if you dash, you can get where you want in the group. It's not a problem.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. So yeah. All right, Blurp. Presumably, you're still attempting to straddle and be as close as you can to the large furbolg.
Yes.
All right, Spectre. What would you like to?
Do I see anything yet?
Oh,
Same as before then.
okay. Do you move up with the party, or you just stay where you
Yes, I'll be staying with the party.
are? Okay. All right.
Can I do something? What can I poke the ground? What's the ground?
There's a little bit of dirt and stone. There's loose earth, but a lot of solid stone as well.
Okay.
The ground isn't salivating, is what I think he's getting at.
Yeah, I just didn't want us to be walking down the mouth of a monster and then realize, oh shit, we shouldn't be here.
The ground is
Nah, it
mostly
would be
pretty
fine.
dry. There's a couple of little spots where there's like condensation dripping down from on high, but otherwise no.
Trust me, I'm like the exact wrong type of cleric you want to try to swallow.
Okay, so Fulgent, your turn. Fulgent,
What do I see?
well, at this point, the hallway sort of begins to veer rather than 45 degrees to the right from where you were going. It is now veering slightly to the left. You've sort of hit like a little bit of a U-bend. Not that severe.
Okay. Well, I keep using thaumaturgy to loudly proselytize the our brothers and sisters in the darkness to come forward to the light as I march 30 feet forward.
All right. You move your first 5 feet, and you notice the light on your shield begins to dim.
This
I
feels...
proselytize louder.
Okay. And you finish your movement?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Your shield is now producing dim light.
Okay. It was always producing dim light. You're saying it's only the 20 feet of dim light instead of the 20
Yeah,
plus? Okay.
That is correct. It is only the dim light.
Okay.
Wait, doesn't it produce bright for 20, then dim for 20?
Yeah, he's saying the bright is
correct.
gone. It's now just dim for 20.
Ah, okay, okay.
As I said, I proselytize louder.
But if you guys would like, you could be out of initiative.
Okay.
I'll get my longbow back, sheath my weapons, get a light on the arrow.
Wait, Car, would you mind shooting your lit arrow ahead? Let's see how far it goes before it's completely snuffed.
Sure, I'll do just that.
Okay, so you fire straight down the hallway?
Yep.
All right. Make an attack roll for me, just to see how your aim is.
Can I give him guidance
I'm gonna
since
go
this is
ahead
a
and
prepared
follow the-
shot?
Sure.
I'm going to go ahead and follow the laws of basic firearm archery safety, excuse me. Make sure I'm not in front of anyone, or no one's in front of me. Yeah.
The bow is loaded even when it isn't.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yep.
Did you get his guidance? There you
14.
go. Okay. So you fire the shot straight down the hallway. It goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, about 45 feet, and it clacks into a stone wall, and you can hear it break in the distance. You also can still see a tiny bit of dim light emanating off of it.
Great. I resume proselytizing loudly and moving forward. Basically, I'm going to march up to the point where the arrow dropped, at least. If nothing interesting beforehand. But if it's still straight, I'm going to stop there.
As you approach the space where the arrow dropped, you notice that the chamber begins to widen up. Instead of being somewhere between 10 and in a few spots 15 feet wide, it is widening out to be, I mean, it's at least as wide as your 20 feet of dim light.
Are you saying it wasn't like that beforehand?
I mean, you walk forward, and I'm saying the cave opens up.
The cave's just opening up. Okay.
Hello, would you like to hear of the light?
This is fun.
I still have light cast on my shield, so like even if it doesn't illuminate very far, I am fully lit up by it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not going to recast light on my arrow until we pass the...
Right after I say that, I kind of like, as an aside to Blurp, go, you may want to sneak off to the side a bit. This could get ugly.
I'm going to start moving away, but then I'm going to look back from where I got hit before, and I'm like,
Oh.
Wait. Do I see he's really concerned?
Yeah, he don't want to go off by himself.
Okay.
Mm,
All right.
hold on.
How far off do you walk, and in which direction?
I'm going to step 5 feet to the side of the big lit up, maybe to the end of the hall. How far is he walking down the middle of?
Walking down the middle of the hall, and now the hallway is opened up, and you're sort of surrounded by darkness.
Okay, I'm gonna move off a little bit. You know,
Actually, with your dark vision, you can actually see the walls of this hallway, and you can see that the area is about 25 feet across. Okay, your arrow is broken, Mick.
Oof.
But it's still producing light.
I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna take my spear and I'm gonna scratch on the ground what the room looks like with no openings. I'm just gonna put a box, and then I'm gonna go to one of the corners and hide.
Before you do that,
Uh-oh.
I got some stealthy boys in this cave. Does a 19 hit you? You poor little bastard.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you take not that.
What the fuck?
Not that.
Jesus, AJ.
Blurb
what
is
the fuck?
eviscerated in front of me.
Sorry.
Yeah, the
There
arrow
you are.
just slides right through him, and he hits the ground like.
You know that? You know in like the Doom game when you like shoot someone with a rocket launcher and he just explodes into gibs on the ground? That's exactly what this was.
It's gonna be bad, but not yet.
What
You
the
take 12.
fuck?
You take 12 piercing damage, and you are grappled. Some sort of shadowy, like monstrous figure emerges from the shadows behind you, and bites down on you. You are now grappled and restrained in its mouth.
Oh my god. Roll
Are
initiative.
you
It
even?
is screaming.
Please roll initiative.
What the
You're
fuck?
still alive after all that damage?
Oof.
No, the first one was a mistake. I was trying to do 2d6, and then I accidentally typed 1, and then fixed it to 2, but didn't.
Aha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put that in order for me, please.
I was about to say, I was gonna just fuck right off.
Yeah. We didn't sign up for this. My god.
Don't worry. I'm religious. I pray. God will save us.
Maybe at level
If-
10 that'll happen.
You know, if God sent Gilbert, I'd be more okay with this. But no, he sent this Gilbert.
Oh,
This
I'm
Gilbert
sorry.
fucking-
I think I made one more mistake. Hold on. Yeah, it's a +2, so it's at 11 damage, not 12. It's not. I've got 2 very similar stat blocks. Over
Gilbert,
here.
did you roll initiative?
Whoops! No, I didn't.
You
Sorry.
should do that.
I-
For the
I
sake
was
of your
kind
friend.
of stunned by the 47. I forgot to roll.
Let's
Seriously, like.
let's
my
just
god,
delete
was
that so it
scary.
doesn't confuse anyone. As funny as it was. Okay. Car 98. Your turn.
Who the
Oh.
fuck's Car 98?
It's a rifle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was a Knight Rider reference.
No, it's a
Turn
reference to a
98.
Mosin knockoff.
Mm-hmm.
German
Do I
Sharpie.
see what's ailing a blurp?
Blurp moved to the corner of the room, away from you, and not like. I feel like he's maybe barely in the range of this. Hold on, let me count.
I can move a little bit. To
Oh
where
no, I
can
wouldn't
get
went
that
into
dim
total
light.
darkness.
No, you'd be
I
in the
wouldn't went
you'd
into
be in the
total
range. You'd be in the range of the light, even the dim light. Yeah. So basically, he's within your vision range. He's like 20-25 feet away from you.
Okay, what the hell is eating him?
It is large. It seems to be hairy. It has like, I mean, it's hard to tell, but it looks like it has black fur.
It's a bird. Fuck that. Fire.
Okay.
Is that the light charged arrow?
Nah, that broke.
Yeah, I actually recasted light and got another arrow. I got that. I didn't
Yeah,
want to
that's why
interrupt you.
I asked. I saw it in chat. He cast light on another arrow.
Oh,
before
he did?
we even
Okay, that's
started.
fine.
Oof. It's not
Miss.
in that one.
Oh damn! So you didn't hit me.
That's good. So I think I drop my bow and draw my Kopesh.
that it?
And I don't want Blurb to die. I don't want him to die. What the?
Ah! He's screaming right now, Blurp.
I know, dear God. I can't do
It's the
anything.
second
That's
time
it for
this
me.
week.
I'm sorry. Am I within 30 range of? Am I within
Yes.
30 feet? Just making sure. Next turn, I'll go ahead and
Yes, you're within 30 feet.
That's it for me.
Okay. This creature whatever it is going to swallow the goblin. So let's see. He's grappled and restrained. That gives me advantage, yes?
Uh, Does
Yeah,
restrained?
restrain gives you advantage.
Okay.
Not
Does the
right.
creature have the swallow ability? Because I think that just kind of overrides that stuff typically.
Does a 12 hit?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, does a 12 hit you?
No.
Woo!
Failed to mention he has multi-attack.
Word?
What?
He has multi-attack.
Ah!
Does a 19 hit you?
Oh shit, boyo.
That ain't right.
And are you a small or smaller creature?
Yes.
Dude!
I am a small creature.
Okay.
Don't
I
do
think-
this to us.
I think
Don't do
Don't
this.
eat me, man. Come on.
I'm so happy with the choices I made designing this today. Okay. You are swallowed. Alright. You are blinded and restrained. You have total cover against attacks and other effects outside of this creature. And at the start of each of this creature's turns, you're going to take some acid damage.
Oh, that ain't no fucking bear.
That's right.
You're pretty sure. You don't know for sure, but you think it is very unlikely that this is a bear.
What's next? It makes eye contact with us. We suffer cardiac arrest.
And that is it for this guy.
For the creature or for Blurp?
Yes.
The creature.
Both. Yes.
All right.
Gilbert, it is your turn.
I am never gonna forget this. You ate me. I mean, come on.
I can move to the other side of the priest, right?
Yeah.
I would like to do that, and then. Okay, yeah, so it's range spell attack, and then I'm going to cast Witch Bolt on it.
Okay.
Come on, Gilbert the Unready, you can do this.
No.
Damn it, I couldn't unlimited power him.
It was
Well,
a good try.
shit, tit, fuck. I'm gonna cower behind the priest and go, protect me, priest. Do I have to do a roll, as I recall?
Yeah.
It's on a 1, a
let's
13,
see.
and a
You did-
20.
Yeah, 1, 13, 20. You didn't get any of those. Alright, let's proceed. Blurp. You are currently grappled and restrained. You're blinded and restrained, actually.
Okay. Can I poke this thing with?
I can't hear you. You cut out.
Can I poke this thing with an arrow?
Well, you can try. Your attacks have disadvantage.
How can I not hit him? I'm in his stomach.
It's not just about hitting
Restrained.
him. Yeah, it's not just about hitting him. It's being able to like move enough to like get an effective poke.
Watch as you double nat 20s.
That would be lovely. You do not hit.
Then I am done because I can't do anything else.
Okay.
I'm in his gut stomach.
It's a bad time. Alright, Spectre.
All right, can I see this thing?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I am going to hit it with a Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
Let me read how this works real quick. Okay. Make range spell attack on hit. Target takes 2d8 plus. No, just 2d8s.
All right. Roll to hit.
Let me figure out what the numbers are real quick. Sorry about the delay.
That's fine. I should mention I designed this to be a fairly lethal session.
Yeah.
Yeah, we noticed.
I continue proselytizing.
Hit him with your holy light. Hit him with your holy light.
You guys made some really nice character choices. I'd like to know what everybody's races are, though. For I know Furbolg, Goblin, and Changeling. Yes.
I am also a
Conan.
Furbolg.
Okay.
What do you add to spell attacks?
Your spellcasting modifier.
So if you're a sorcerer, that's your charisma.
So it would be, your charisma mod plus proficiency.
Yep.
Okay. So that is. Yeah, thank you. The sheet's half broken for some reason.
Don't worry about it.
Dude, I know the feeling.
Okay, that's +8 then. Thank you.
Dear God, what?
That's good. Please hit this thing, so it will die. You hit this thing. Make it die.
Hold
It's
on,
scary.
the damage on this is weird. On hit, targets takes 2d8 damage. Choose one of the d8s. The number it rolled determines the type of damage. Okay.
Okay, so first or second D8.
1 second.
If I were to give you the hint that it has no resistances, would that speed this up?
I would have no idea what that means. I mean, I'm not saying I would have. I'm saying I have no idea what that means.
Um,
I think you gotta roll d6 too, right?
I don't know.
He
Hold
means
on.
just roll the damage. It doesn't matter what type it is.
Whomst hath dead?
Goblin's
Oh, in
almost
that
dead.
case, that is the damage. Although since I have to pick one, it's gonna be it's a 5 and a 7. So let's go with lightning damage.
Okay, you guys see a powerful
Let's not
zap.
go with lightning damage.
Oh man.
Blurp, you feel a slight tingle. It's unpleasant.
Thunderbolt and lightning, they're frightening.
And wait, what did I roll on that? Previous that was 12. Man, that was close. And let me see. God damn, I picked the features on here, but it didn't put them on the sheet. Son of a bitch. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, you're supposed to roll 2d8 plus 1d6 damage.
Where's
Should I look at this spell? Should I just open it up? I don't.
Oh yeah, I
He
missed
didn't.
one.
Did he say chaos?
No,
Bolt?
it's 1d6 per spell level. So it's 2d8 plus 1d6 for every spell level on top of that. So disregard.
Okay. Great.
Um,
So what else?
and I am going to quicken spell, and I'm gonna, I'll just
Time
yeah,
for
I'll just do that
time
again.
to start making my
Please do.
warlock.
please do make your warlock so these people don't all die.
We're not all going to die.
Most of you will die.
So
I'm
your
pretty
warlock's
sure I'll
not-
live.
Beautiful, you hit. Okay.
And we will call that, just for shits and giggles, thunder damage.
Okay. Blurp, you feel like a rumble and a loud clap, and your ears ring from.
So lightning hit, and then thunder, huh? Huh.
You got the lightning now, taste the thunder. All right, so
And that will be
Thunderbolt.
it for me.
Okay. So the lightning from his bolt, did it illuminate this creature a little bit, at least for a moment? How big is it?
yeah, it's large.
Okay. I'm going to walk right up to it and just yell like into its mouth, "Don't worry, Blurp. We're going to get you out of there." And then I'm going to point blank fire guiding bolt into this thing.
Okay. That's a hit.
So that's 12 radiant, and next attack has advantage.
Okay. Could you have had disadvantage because you were at melee range firing a ranged spell?
Is it ranged spell or just ranged weapon attacks that have disadvantage?
It's
Both.
ranged everything.
Oh, okay. Let me roll another d20 then.
Oof. To be fair, he probably wouldn't have done that if he knew that.
To be fair, probably, but that's not what I said, so...
Feels bad.
Okay. I will say that kind of almost hit him, and he takes 2. Have fun. Moving along. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay. All right. Who is next on the thing? Car.
Yeah. And if it
Alright,
did hit him,
please.
does the next attack still get advantage?
Sure.
Alright, great. So this is what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw my... Well, first I'll actually cast... Let's cast Hunter's Mark just in case this thing tries to run over as a bonus action. I'll go ahead and draw that hand axe of mine. I'm gonna hit this thing with my Kopesh.
You're Hoomston the what now? I don't.
Fucking hell.
I don't think your coping mechanisms qualify as a legitimate weapon.
Yeah, you
Feels bad.
that was with your Kopesh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you swing down and you just feel your attack slowed. It just meets with like thick fur, and it's stopped before it reaches anything substantial.
Well, fuck. I'm gonna brace myself, that's it.
Fair. Okay. He makes 2 attempts to slash at you with his claws. Car.
Second one hits.
And you take 12 slashing damage as he brings a massive claw down right across the front of
Yeah, I'm wailing in pain. And I fucking dropped Hunter's Mark.
Oof. Okay.
Not happy about being followed.
All right. That is it for him. So, Gil.
I'm gonna try. This guy's still within 30 feet of me, right?
Yes.
How far away exactly is he?
I mean, close enough you could put him within 5 feet of you very easily. He's like within 15 feet of.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna try to witch bolt him again.
Sure.
Man, fuck these rolls tonight.
You barely miss. Oh, I forgot something. Blurb.
God, how fucking hard
Sorry.
is this to shoot a gorilla in
Sorry,
a cave
Blurb.
with lightning?
Sorry, Blurb, but you take 7 acid damage. I forgot about that on it. You there, mister?
I think he's unconscious.
I don't know.
We'll find out later. The Schrodinger Mister, see if he's still conscious or.
Yeah. Mr. CMP. Okay.
Oh, fancy that. That's 2 campaigns we don't know if Mister's alive in.
That's a
Okay.
bad problem, isn't it?
Okay. I don't know if he needs to make death saves or anything.
Well, he was still conscious last time we checked
yeah.
because
So
he was still attacking. So
let's see what his situation is if he comes back in the next few seconds, Mister.
Ow!
Mister, I'm gonna kill your paladin if you don't answer.
Again?
All right. Well, we'll skip him. We'll get back to him in a minute.
Okay, so people are in melee with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in that case, I'm going to hit it with a frost.
A ray of frost.
No, a frost bite.
Cantrip.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, wait. How beefy does this thing look? Like in terms of like constitution?
It's a large, hairy, like creature that looks sturdy and just ate a friend of yours in one bite.
Yeah, it's probably gonna pass that save then. In that case, I'll hit it with another chaos bolt.
Okay. Good luck to you. A 14 hits. All right. He takes 9, whatever the fuck kind of damage. He is bloodied.
Let's go with fire on that.
Okay. He is bloody. Which is pretty terrifying because his AC's down, but he's going to get extra attacks. All right, so
Congratulations, team. You pissed it off.
Hey, wait. If he gets extra attacks on bloody, what's that mean for the goblin he's been chosen?
I don't know. The goblin didn't get to take his turn. He was AFK on his turn.
He has ceased responding to our calls for him to hold on.
Thus, we have assumed his demise.
Okay, so yeah, the creature is bloodied. Let's get the Inish back here. Fulgent, it's your turn.
Burning hands.
Unless you.
Deck save on its part.
All right. Sweet. One moment.
Save for half.
Oof, he did poorly.
12 fire.
Great. Okay.
That's it.
He's looking awful rough. All right. He is going to take this opportunity and use his reaction to make an attack, I think.
On who?
I'm thinking, let's see, of the people in melee, we have Fulgent, we have Carr.
Blurb, technically.
Yeah, but he can't really hit Blurb. So
Not
Carr.
with that attitude, he can't.
Oof.
Does an 8 hit you?
That almost hit. Nah, it doesn't hit me.
Okay. So, that's it. It is your turn.
I was worried I was going to lose my turn before I even had a chance to take it. Oh, is that guiding bolt thing still up with advantage or nah?
You used it when you attacked.
Yeah, you already.
Ah.
Okay.
With 2
Godspeed.
6s.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to hit with a Kopet.
He's bloodied, so.
Okay, I have
Thank God.
bare bones of what I need.
It takes 10, what's that, slashing damage?
Okay, you hack directly into his face and cleave right between his eyes. This large, monstrous beast falls prone on the ground and like heaves out like this heavy like gasp and a sigh.
And I'm going to chop it in its throat with a hand axe, because fuck that.
Right.
Wait.
Huh?
Car? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I bend down and I reach my long arm straight down its throat while yelling for Blurp to grasp my hand and come towards the light.
That's not terrifying.
And I feel around inside the beast in his gullet to see if I can find Blurp.
Sure, make an investigation.
Could I help with this?
In what way would you help him
Can
with
I
that?
guidance
I
myself?
cast guidance. Oh,
Sure.
never mind.
Sure. Yeah.
I'd like to proceed to lose my lunch over in this part of the tunnel.
Okay. You reach in there and Fulgent, you feel something hard that has like an angular shape to it.
Oh shit.
Barb, are you awake? Are you conscious?
Holy shit. Dude, you took 7 damage in that thing's stomach, but it's dead, so you're still in there though.
No, I'm not dead. I mean, I am dead because I hit 12 and then 7 is 19.
So you're
I am
unconscious.
Are you unconscious or not?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you feel something in there. It doesn't feel like goblin flesh.
Alright, I pull my arm out. It's covered in, like, I assume it's all saliva and things. I said, alright, I can't get him from that end. And I walk around to the other side of him.
Oh God!
Can I try? Can I try to see if he's there?
Yes, please.
AGR.
By all means. Are you a changeling? You also have long arms.
So
I'm
Oh
not a
God! So
changeling.
his hand comes out the other end.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I'm not a changeling though. I'm just gonna try to look.
Sure. Good luck.
Fuck.
You do not. You do not
No.
find Blur.
Oh my
There we go.
God. That thing
I
just-
go in through the other end.
Okay, make an investigation check with disadvantage, please.
Well, I have some levels in Ranger, AGR. Would I know how to cut open beast stomachs?
changeling suppository.
I don't even think you can find the other.
It doesn't look like it shits, guys. What manner of beast is this?
Hold on. I have a solution. I'd like to pull out my longsword and just kind of stab it in the gut to try to cut it open.
Great. You stab it in the gut, and the contents spill out. And Fulgen, did you grab that thing that you had? No.
What? No, I did not.
you-
Yes, I did actually. I would have tried to grab it.
Okay.
Fuck it, I would have
great.
tried to grab it.
Well, there's a filthy flask of some sort in your hand. It's a glass container. Also, yeah, there's an unconscious goblin that comes spilling.
How does
I'd
the
like to
goblin
start
look?
Almost dead. Fixing it up.
Bad.
Healing word.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Goblin, you get 8 hit points.
All right. He said he'd be right back.
Yeah,
Alright,
he's
I'm
right,
back.
he's
I'm
right.
back. I'm back.
All
I'm
right,
back.
I used healing word on Blurp. He has 8 hit points.
Hey! I am never leaving your side again.
So yeah, now that this creature is deceased, your light cantrip has become bright again, and the illumination over this thing, you see it has these tiny, tiny, beady white eyes, very large nostrils, and its mouth is fucking huge.
What the fuck is this thing?
It doesn't have a neck. It's just a gigantic, like, wall of fur and flesh. It's bipedal and scary looking.
So it's like a really angry-looking gorilla.
Should we take its head?
It sounds like those troll things from the beginning of Dark Souls 2, if you've ever played it.
It's a little
Oh,
like
God,
a gorilla,
yeah.
but it's got less neck.
Yeah, I'm sure it smells horrible too, especially with all the guts peeled
It
out.
smells pretty.
I am done with my character, but I have to go AFK for a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
All right.
It's a fucking
The
knife
light
use
has
warlock
found
if
it.
you need that.
Yep. Hey, Jar, would you allow me to cast Goodberry and like give me and Mister some hit points with that?
Do you have them? Like, what do you need to cast Goodberry?
I just need a material component. Yeah, there's no cost associated with it.
Well, then I think you can probably cast it.
So,
While he's doing that, can Gilbert, would you mind cleaning, my arm and this vial off?
Oh, of course. I start prestidigitating the shit and vomit and saliva off all of that.
Okay.
Can I hold the vial up to the light? Because you said it's made of glass, right? Can I see what's
Mhm.
inside?
Yeah, there is some sort of swirling red liquid inside. It's got a particular sheen to it. It's a very light red. Not quite a shade of pink, but it is it's fairly vibrant.
If I uncork it, does it have any odor?
Yeah, it's got maybe a very slightly metallic tinge.
Interesting.
could I make an Arcana check to see what the hell that is?
Sure. Well, it's some sort of mystical, magical elixir. You think it's most likely a healing potion.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'll go ahead and announce that if, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a healing potion.
Well, you were told you think it's a healing potion. You're told somebody thinks.
How
it's a
does
healing
Blurp
potion.
look? Is he still looking pretty rough?
Nah, Blurf's at 12. He's alright.
Okay, then I'll hold on to it.
He's still hacking up the monster.
Yeah. Over the next several minutes, the monster sort of you notice the entire monster starts to lose its form, like it sort of shrivels as uh, the inside of the monster seems to shrink, and the like mound of fur just sort of drops to the floor, and you see the hair sort of receding back towards the skin, and the skin dissolving.
Can we make some kind of check to what the hell this thing is?
Blurp, why
It's
didn't
so
you just do
fucking
that when it was alive?
I'm gonna look down at the axe I'm holding and
Okay.
gently put it on the ground and walk away from it.
Yeah, but HR, what the hell is this? Is there like a roll I can even do to?
Sure. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not sure what would be the best. Maybe a history check. I don't know, something that's like folklore.
Can I, AGR, can I make an insight check as to like, is this like supernatural, heretical type shit?
You don't need to make a check that it's heretical.
Okay, great. I get one of my flasks of holy water, start like sprinkling a little bit onto it while saying prayers very loudly.
Okay.
Can someone clean Grub up? Has someone already cleaned Grub up? Not Grub, Blurp. Excuse me.
Blurp seems to be over there licking his fingers.
We summon Grub from the depths of Pandora. He's the only member of the party to leave it alive.
All right. So yeah, you guys are still in this this cave. It's pretty dark. What would you like to do?
Is this
I'd
a
like to
dead
get
end
my
room?
goal.
No, it has it looks like it opens up even further ahead of you, to the left and to the right.
Onward! We must bring the light to purge this heretical nonsense.
Okay.
I don't want to be eaten. I really don't like being eaten.
I would suggest staying out of their mouths then.
He just starts nodding. That makes a lot of sense to him.
And once again, I've got the light cantrip on, stomping off into, let's say, the right, into the darkness, singing hymns of light bringing.
I try to keep myself between the two fur balls.
I'm totally picturing the Vestal from the Darkest Dungeon right now. All the quotes of light.
There's Volt.
All right. Which way did you say you go? I apologize.
The right.
Left. Okay, you're doing that a lot. Okay.
Standard
So-
maze practice.
You've got what seems to be like a hallway that's between 10 and 15 feet wide, but only about 15 feet further it opens up again.
I continue on.
Okay. You take about 2 steps and you notice that your shield begins to dim.
Alright, hold up. We got another one of these heretical fuckers. Prepare yourselves for holy war.
I'd like to ready a firebolt.
And
got
I
the bar
cast
right there.
Bless.
Okay.
Blessing myself, Blurp, and Carr.
Huzzah.
Hey, in the previous thing, about how far out was it when the shield started to dim?
Did anyone pay attention to that? I didn't, honestly.
You
I have an
moved.
intelligence of 8.
You moved some distance, greater than 5 feet.
And yeah, just praying very loudly, I walk in straight.
Okay. The room opens up, and you see darkness pretty much on all sides of you. You see a tiny, tiny sliver of what looks like stone directly in front of
Want me to light that up, Chief?
No, I will walk in alone and draw this thing to me. Then light it up with everything you've got.
Absolutely. At this point, I'll go ahead and get rid of the longbow and pull out my 2 swords.
you. Okay.
So about how far have I walked in now?
You walk about 15 feet in, and you see that that sliver of stone is clearly like the angled opposite wall. And the room is wide. It's wider than your vision, but you can see the party behind you and the stone wall in front of you now.
I guess so like I've got space to my right and left again,
Yes.
and then stone wall in front.
Yes.
Can I shift a little bit to the left, or I'm sorry, a little bit to the right, and see if the shield dims or grows brighter?
I'm back.
Okay.
I'm trying to judge which direction the dampening effect is going.
Okay.
All of them.
You take a step to the right, you said?
Yes.
And you notice that the shield begins to grow brighter, and then very quickly dims again.
I turn to the left and start, keeping the shield in front of me move forward to the left.
Okay. Okay.
Because I'm making the assumption that means it's attacking from the left. It's closing in on me.
All right. So you move the light cantrip from your arrow to your hip again.
It's been on my
Yeah, 'cause I
shield
got
this
my-
whole time.
It's referencing me. Yeah, I drew my swords. Yeah, that's the reason
Okay.
why I put my.
All right. So you stand in the middle of the room, facing the wall that's to your left. Would be the
No, I'm
north
walking
wall.
to the left.
You're walking towards the left.
Yeah, like I went to the right. You said it got brighter, then started dimming very rapidly. So I turned to the left, shield forward, started moving that way.
All right. Your shield continues to stay dim. How far would you like to move?
15 more feet.
Okay. You walk 15 feet. You begin to see the stone wall on the far side of the chamber.
Is the shield still as dim as it was before?
Yes.
I look up.
There's nothing up there. It's dark. It's dark.
It's pure
You
darkness.
don't see this. You don't see the ceiling. You see dark.
Wait, we don't see the ceiling. We see dark. Shoot it! Flaming arrow!
Is there like a little pebble nearby I can cast light on and just toss it into the air to see if I can get the like I want to toss it straight up.
Absolutely. Make an attack roll. Just toss your pebble straight up. Okay. You don't aim it very straight, but the pebble flies up. You can only have one light cantrip up at a time.
Yep.
Okay, as the light dims around you, there is a you see just like a glimpse of a shape, and you then get the shit knocked out of you if this guy actually. So let's see.
Good. I was ready for this. So do I? Here's a question. You said I see a glimpse of it, moving. Is that enough for the sake of an ability to say I can see it as a reaction?
That is enough to say that you can see it, but do you have a reaction that lets you go?
Warding Flare. When a creature within 30 feet attacks me and I can see it, I can interpose Divine Light as a reaction, imposing disadvantage on the attacker's roll unless it cannot be blinded.
Yeah, I think this guy is actually immune to blinded.
Oh.
Well, I still would have done it, so there still would have been this flash of light highlighting the creature as it attacks me. I'm pretty sure the party would understand at this point, oh, that must have been the signal. Big-ass light shows up.
What is everybody's perceptions? I just want to just clarify one more time what everybody's perceptions are. Okay.
8, but I did say I was looking that way, ready to
16.
shoot.
Okay.
1 second.
This sounds like a good idea to ask if I should be rolling for my shopping list.
Yeah, but hold on. Okay. Those of you with a perception of 10 or higher see that there are not one but two figures. One is behind.
Oh, fuck me.
Wait,
Clever
one's behind
girl.
or between us?
No, the cleric was walking left towards the north wall.
Right.
You guys were on the west wall.
Yeah, I told you to
And
stay at the
thing
entrance
came
while I
from-
went in to be bait.
The reason the light went up and then down is because there was one on both sides.
Yep. Clever girl. So the 17 hits me if they don't get disadvantage from that.
They do not. All right. So hold on. I just opened the wrong thing 3 times in a row and then I closed the wrong tab. 2 seconds. Okay. All right. No, well, okay. You only take 3 slashing damage. Wait, that's not right.
I'm okay with this.
Okay, yes, it is. It is right. Okay.
The light has favored him.
1d10, sorry, 1d1d10.
We remain blessed.
1d1d10.
I don't know about
Okay.
you. I fucking took 10 on a
Everybody
D10.
I hope you guys can take 2 of these guys.
Oh,
Probably
I can.
not. Oof. I don't have the AC to take them on, man.
I haven't used my high-level spell slots yet.
Should I be
And
rolling
when in
initiative?
doubt, I'll just
or
abandon everyone to
Yes,
their
you can
death.
roll initiative. Let's take a moment to get Sleuth kitted out after we get our initiation order. Yes?
Don't worry, I have
Yeah.
a short shopping list.
I
Brigandine,
rolled a 3 all the way back up there.
Brigandine Spear Shield.
I hope you have some backups you want to roll for, because you need to list them. If you don't list it ahead of time, you're not going to get to roll for it.
Backups will be Heavy Akaton and where are the weapons? This
Just-
sling staff looks pretty neat.
Type it out next to the DC. Make sure if you need a proficiency, you're also getting.
Yeah, like he pointed out, Under made a fantastic table earlier to show how
He did. He did a wonderful job getting everything in a beautiful, organized fashion. Okay.
mouth a little bit there,
Blurp, it looks like you're going to be up first, buddy.
I lit them up,
Barb!
though. I mean, that pebble, the reason I threw it straight up, AJ, is so the pebble would just fall down at my feet. So I'm still, like, in light, somewhat.
Yeah.
I
mean,
I
you
don't know how
are.
effective that was, but okay. You didn't.
Your
explicitly
aim was
mention it.
pretty bad, so
That's why I'm
actually the
asking.
light centered a little bit to like I think I'm gonna say you're northwest.
Shooter.
So I'm in darkness, is what you're saying.
No, you're just closer to the edge, and the center is in the corner of the room, the center of the light.
Okay.
AG, are these monstrosities? I forgot to ask that. That's actually important for me.
They are monstrosities.
Huzzah.
They're
Okay.
beasts.
But that is dim light, so.
Yeah.
All right. I can see the monsters.
Good.
Because if I'm in dim light, that means so are the monsters. Because presumably
They
they're
are.
both more or less on top of me.
One of them is on top of you, and the other one is about 10 feet behind you. But you know it's there. The party knows it's there.
Okay, so I can get sneak attack on the first one.
The one that's right next to Under? Yeah.
Probably.
Goody.
And remember, because of Bless on you, you have a plus a d4 to your attack roll. I forgot to use it, I think, for the stone. I can't remember.
What are we doing for things without a wealth DC?
There's a table for converting that if you need it.
No,
It's-
the
The
sling
sling staff.
staff doesn't have a cost.
That's because it's literally the same as a quarterstaff. You just find a stick and some string.
Okay.
I mean, that's me being overly generous because that's not exactly right. But if you got some twine and a stick, I think you can probably fashion. Cheap stuff. Cheap stuff.
It's basically a lacrosse stick.
It's real cheap, is what it is.
I just have to remember what the. Well, it's supposed to be 144. That's too far.
I notice you don't have any alternate weapon choices on that list.
The sling staff is my alternate weapon, and it's more for Pact of the
Okay.
Blade. I have magic.
Okay. Sling staff will definitely work as a staff. Because I'm not picky.
Okay. So that's a wealth DC of 5 because a quarterstaff is 5 silver. No, 2 silver.
You don't need to buy a quarterstaff. Did you not listen to me? I said that it's the same as a quarterstaff, and the fact that you don't have to do it. It's like a stick. You don't have to roll. You're fine.
I thought it was the
It's
same
free.
DC as okay.
Yeah.
So I'm starting with a +1 to wealth. Do I remember that right?
Yeah, just roll 4 d20s.
Pass, fail, pass, and
Pass by the skin of his teeth.
yeah.
I don't actually need the heavy Akaten if I get the Brigandine, but
Well, you got it
yeah,
anyway.
let's see, I guess. Okay.
Good.
Huh? Are we done now?
Are you done? Yeah, he's done. You guys can start the fight. You can go first. Bullard.
Oh, goody, goody, goody.
Yay, we all get to die together.
Oh, we're fine. We can take 2 of these
Uh,
things, no problem.
Did that hit the first one?
If it matters, I have
Yes.
120 feet of Devil Sight.
That does matter. You just
What
you,
is
you-
sneak attack? Is that 2d6?
that depends on your.
What
On
level rogue are you?
Yes.
3.
Yeah, 2d6.
Okay, 3d6 plus 1. Nice. And which one was that? That was the one in melee with the cleric?
Yeah. And I'm going to activate the archer feat to shoot the other one.
Okay.
Does this also have a d4 added to
Are
it?
you below half health?
No.
Okay.
Does this have a d4 as well, or just the
Yeah.
first one?
All of your attacks, while
That's
I
a
have
hit.
bless up, is a plus a d4 for you and Connor.
That is a hit. Okay.
And I am going to move further back so these things won't reach out and touch me.
Fair. You attack the first one with a melee attack, yes?
No, it was
So
a bow.
He's shooting at it from
Oh, your
range.
sneak attack, right? Yeah, your sneak attack from where you were standing in the hallway. Okay. Beautiful. Then you're good. How far back do you move?
I want to put the big ones, the big guys, in front.
Okay, but how far back do you move?
How
I mean,
far
you're all
am
pretty
I
much
from him right now?
you're all pretty much lined up next to each other in this space in the hallway at the mouth of this
I'm
cave.
gonna move to one side of the hallway,
All right.
away from.
All right.
So, I know class proficiencies aren't applied as normal, but are the saving throw proficiencies the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, who's next? Fulgent? Fulgent?
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah. It's time to bring in the light. I channel
do.
divinity, radiance of the dawn.
Dividi.
Yeah. I channel Diddy. For 30 feet around me, all magical darkness is dispelled. And hostiles must make a constitution saving throw. If they succeed, they take half damage from this.
Yes.
That's both of them.
Oh
Okay.
damn God!
What saves?
Con. They both take half.
The light does not change.
Okay. So yeah, they each take 6 radiant damage. That was just a shitty roll.
Okay. All right. You're doing better than the first fight, I'll tell you that much. Carl. Oh,
Yep.
you got anything else?
No, I'm good. Go.
Carl.
Car.
That kills people.
Coral.
Car.
Coral.
Car.
Just
Carabiner
go!
98.
I
Coral.
won't go until you say car.
Auto.
Carabiner 98.
Bob, now go.
Okay, all right. Let's move. Let's move. Car. Let's go.
Mr. Zoom Zoom.
Oh my god. How close am I to the nearest one?
About 15 feet.
Which one looks most banged up?
The one that's about 15 feet.
Yeah, let's go and hit that one. Feels
Nice.
good. Feels good.
Very nice.
Monstrosity, right?
He is a monstrosity.
Takes 20 slashing.
Okay.
I'll go and hit him with my offhand attack.
All right. Before you do that, he's going to use his reaction as he is bloodied, and he is going to hit.
Is
I
he?
don't think so. What?
Never mind. They're immune to blind. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, these are some nasty critters.
That hit too?
That does hit.
Take 7 more slashing damage.
Okay.
That's going to be it for me.
All right. He's not looking hot.
Yay!
Gilbert.
All right. I would like to twin spell Firebolt.
Okay.
This first one's going to go towards the injured guy.
That's actually a hit since he's bloodied.
Oh, cool. Okay. This one goes towards the next guy. Swear to fucking God, I better get above. There we go.
That is a hit.
Roll a 2.
You can just roll the second damage, by the way. The first one erupts in flame, and you smell burning hair, and it collapses on the ground.
He had 1 HP.
Yes.
Fucking lovely.
Yes!
Woo!
I would. Wait,
That's
wait.
fine.
How does empowered spell work? It doesn't actually say when I can do its shit.
When you cast a spell.
Okay. This is after, so never mind.
Same as
Okay.
every other meta magic.
Okay.
He,
I've never used empowered spell before, so I wasn't sure.
he,
All right. We ready?
I'd like to back up like
he was
10
trying to
feet.
sneak something in.
Okay, you back up 10 feet. All right. It is this lovely abomination's turn. Well, he's in melee with somebody, so well, he can get into melee with somebody in like 15 feet of movement. So, actually, seeing his buddy all chopped up like that, I think you're going to see this creature sort of dematerialize into the darkness behind it.
Oh, it's trying to hide. Fucking hell.
That's it for him.
Can I still see it with Devil Sight?
What's the range on your devil sight?
120 feet.
So let's see. I'm looking where you're standing. Hold on. You're still standing in the hallway. I'm gonna go with no.
Okie dokie.
All right. Spectre, it's your turn. There's a dead creature, and that's all you can see.
Did I see the thing disappear?
You did. You saw the guy disappear.
Is there anything between me and where it disappeared?
No.
And about how far away from me was it when it disappeared?
It was about 15 feet away from the sort of the hallway. Oh.
And can you
I'll,
describe to me the area where, like the area where it disappeared, like the geographical features? Like, is it a hallway? Is it kind of?
it's in darkness. You probably, if you don't have dark vision, could barely make anything out. The only reason you have any vision of it is because that light ceased to be super dim when he teleported away. So I can tell you the space is 25 feet, 25 feet wide, and you sort of see just sort of a wall of black past about 15 feet south of you.
Okay, I'm just gonna ready a chaos bolt then.
Okay.
And then that'll be it for me.
All right. Who is that in our last position? Shooter.
Shooter. It fucked right off of my 120-foot devil sight, right?
Well, yeah, you can't see it.
I'm going to move up my 30 feet or until I can see it.
Okay, you move 10 feet further. I can, if you give me just a second, I'll give you a map of the room. Just
That
the room.
probably help.
I'm back.
I'll go back.
We're all dead now. You abandoned us, Mick Mick.
I would have been the first to die. I was right there in the front.
You were the first to die.
That was a shame.
It was terrible. You were ripped limb from limb.
I'm totally having it as headcanon as I said, I like that before I did that.
Indeed.
So whose turn is it?
It is
I'm just taking a moment because we have a need for me to
For
post this
speed?
map. For me to post this map. Hold on. I should just have used the snipping tool. It would have been so much smarter.
and for speed.
For speedy map posting.
Oh, AGR, we're planning on starting the day after Mother's Day, right? The 13th?
No.
Or is it next week, Monday? Or the week after that? Or am I going crazy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, regardless, after the 10th, I'm not going to be working at the same place anymore. Actually, I'm not going to be working at all. So I won't be 2 hours late every fucking week.
That's good.
Lovely.
No, but I meant to. Okay, so here's the thing. Where's the fucking map at? Where the fuck did it go? I saved it in this folder, motherfucker. Where the fuck is it at?
I can work with as basic as you want it to be because I am basic.
It is as basic as it could possibly be. I made it in paint.net.
Why does Meta want to know about planar ally? What's he plotting?
The party's death.
I accidentally saved it in my diplomacy folder. There you go. The middle of the room is your cleric. There's a corpse to his north. You guys are sort of in the area of the blue on the side.
That's a big
And
cave.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
And it went off to the right.
It went off to what would be the south to you. It would be the right to from like the way you came in.
Are those 5 or 10 foot squares?
Those are 5-foot squares. Your light was actually centered on that corner up there, to your northwest, which is why you didn't really get to see a whole lot of the south end of the room.
So if I just follow it, can I find it
Follow what?
where it went into the darkness, not a sight?
You
Going
can
back.
walk. You can walk down there. I mean, it does look like there's at least a passage that way.
I'm going to move my 30 feet.
That doesn't sound like a smart idea.
I am not a smart person.
All right, you move.
Besides, I'm a fucking knife ears. Knife ears are expendable.
Yeah, I mean, you can get pretty much right up to that like southern exit to the. There's a very like narrow space in the wall.
Very narrow space in the wall.
Yeah, like it's less than 5 feet wide. It's like 2.5, 3 feet wide.
Wide enough for someone to squeeze through.
Yeah.
Mm. Can I see how deep it goes?
Yeah, you look down there. It goes about 15 feet, but it opens up. Like the back wall is about 15 feet, but it looks like it opens up further south.
And would it be reasonable to assume that this is where that thing went?
I mean, you can assume that.
I'm gonna try and squeeze through here.
Okay. I think you've used your movement.
I'll
for
use
that.
my action to dash if I need to.
Sure.
Wait, what?
You squeeze through this narrow passage and exit on your own in this little southern hallway.
Dumb idea.
All right.
Okay.
That's gonna be my turn then.
Did I see where he went?
He walked into the darkness south of you.
Okay.
Blurp, it's your turn. Mr. CMP,
What? Is it my turn?
it is your turn.
Okay. Who? I'm gonna stay close to the big cliff.
You stay close to the big cleric.
Have my bow out and ready, just in case if I see something, I'm gonna shoot. Ready in action.
Alright, you ready in action to attack any horrible thing that you see.
Yes.
Alright, so Fulgent, what'd you like to do?
I realize he walked off into the darkness, and I just yell out, "You forgot the light! You need to take the light into the darkness," and I cast light on my shield and go after him.
Okay.
Which of course makes me follow along, just so we're clear.
You used your reaction to you readied an action. You didn't say you were you wanted to stay near him, but he ran off without you. Your action is ready because you're like ducked down aiming. It takes you a second to notice that he's run south and he's no longer right. So you're there where you're at until your turn. All right. So
So as I go south, do I eventually see him in this southern corridor?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I mean, you go 30 feet and you see that there is a narrow, like, hole in the wall, and he appears to be on the other side of it.
Don't worry, I am bringing the light. There is nothing to fear. Except for the large, scary monsters.
He's going to sigh
And
very
fear
loudly.
itself.
That's it.
Okay.
Lights in action.
Uh,
I would like to sigh in fucking knife ears.
all right. Noted. Would you like to all stay in initiative?
Yes. That seems the best.
It is going to slow the next few moments down. I mean, I could see you guys being in initiative again very soon, but you might not be.
I'm just gonna follow behind the big guy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow the cleric because I don't want to be alone.
I
in
think
the dark.
everyone's following me because I have the
Basically.
light and I'm
Wherever you
bringing
go,
it into the
action
darkness.
follows.
And I'm following the strange warlock who will be getting a double dose of sermons tonight.
And his character was blind sight rolled after I it has been discovered that I have this whole fucking thing in the cave.
So who's Vestal?
Rock should fall on him.
You are.
That means nothing to me. I don't know. Sorry.
From
I don't get
Darkest
the
Dungeon.
reference. Yeah,
Darkest
I never
Dungeon,
got that
Vestal.
far in it.
Yeah.
It's a
Vestal
it's
is a
player
class. Yeah.
Oh,
They constantly make light references.
It's the cleric.
all right.
All the barks
Sure.
are associated with light.
Okay, sure. No memory of that.
I mean,
Heal allies, illuminate the enemies,
game is
light the
hard.
darkness.
AGR, if you want to kill them with rock falls, there's always the Chaos Wizard.
That game is so hard.
So you've come to this narrow space and what are you doing?
I believe I'm following the warlock who's stalking this creature.
You can squeeze your way through the space. Actually, now you probably all fit through it. It's fine. That's fine. But you know, Shooter's gonna have to go a little further in to give you room to stand on the other side.
I try to squeeze my way back. I'll make room.
Okay.
So I don't think you understood. I'm coming in.
All right. Well, Shooter, the room opens up to the south, and it appears to be just a big old empty-looking chamber in the cave. It goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet down in like a straight line. It's got a weird shape to it, like a weird shape, but from where you're standing, you can see just about all of it. At its widest, it's 15, 30, about 50 feet across. There doesn't appear to be another exit to the room, but you do see that there is like a sort of a rough-looking like skeleton in the room, laid out with some urns and some flowers.
Does anyone want to do something about the skeleton, or should I do this?
I mean, if I see the skeletons, when you say it's arranged with like urns and flowers, does this
Like
appear
it's
to have
been
some
buried.
like religious significance to the way this has been done?
I mean, it seems like there might. You guys are in a place where it seems likely to you that it's probably just like a vagrant. Maybe had a maybe there was like a little family of vagrants here, and one of them died. They made a place for him or something. The townsfolk wouldn't have buried anyone in here, but maybe if they were staying here for some period of time, they might have.
Maybe the vagrants killed this guy, and they were cursed to turn into these hairy gorilla beasts.
Sure, maybe.
Well, I'll sprinkle a bit of holy water on it and, say some prayers to the departed. And then, resume the hunt.
Can I just real quickly glance over, see if there's any cuts on the bones or multiple scratches that would indicate claws or daggers or broken bones, if they're blunt trauma or just some excessive amount of force? Try and determine the cause of death.
Okay, so you bend down and you reach for the skeleton and you start to like look at like the various nicks and marks on it. As you do, a sort of dark shape lifts up out of one of its arms and tries to latch onto you. So, one moment.
Well, good afternoon,
Don't
friend.
disturb the dead!
Oh no, it's a face hugger! Everybody shoot her!
Oh, why do these guys always miss? These guys suck. Well, you can roll an initiative anyway.
Sad.
Oh god, that gif was obnoxious.
Yeah.
Zoinks.
You know, what if we did that? Just created a party that's basically the Scooby-Doo gang. We all suck at combat, but we're good at stuff outside of it.
Is it just the three of us in combat?
Sorry, I had
Unfortunate.
to take the dogs out.
Yeah.
Give me a second while I
Harsh,
roll.
but fair.
I'm glad someone's rolling worse than me on these guys. These guys are. I mean, it's good, but also it's bad.
I've hit one thing this whole time. I think I'm rolling worse than everything you've used tonight.
How long has it been since that fight with the other monsters?
The previous fight, like a minute.
Shit. Okay. Blesses down.
Mm-mm. Okay. Let's get that in order.
Well, I have it
Start
in
on
order.
this.
I'm just,
There we go.
we're
There we go.
missing
Good.
Blurp. We're missing the Swiss intelligence minister.
So be it.
Sorry, one moment.
Still
Blurbsy.
doing
Please join the initiative if you'd like to fight.
Blurb, roll your damn dice, man.
Okay, let's try rolling better than that.
You
Someday I'm
Did they
gonna
roll
roll
with
for
me?
it.
look at that. Blurp, that magnificent bastard.
Blurp.
Blurp, you see shadows beginning to emerge from various places in the nooks and crannies of the cave wall. Just these weird gray forms just emerging from every direction.
Well, we're fucked. Blurp is. What is Blurp gonna do? He's gonna contemplate life and how his is over. No, he's gonna shoot the whichever one he can see. He's gonna shoot. Wait, first he's gonna look. Can he make it out? Can I make it out of here?
Yeah, you could probably run and get through to the narrow space and out of this chamber.
But I'll be by myself, wouldn't I?
Um,
I'd have to go
maybe
back. I'd have to go
you
back to the
may.
rest of that
Here's the
chamber.
thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you go back through there, you may or may not be alone on the other side.
um, um, I'm really debating on running away.
There's no need to
Let me-
run. We can stand and fight them and vanquish this evil and lay these poor souls to rest.
All right, he's gonna shoot one of the closest ones to whomever he can get sneak.
Absolutely.
Shooter.
You aim for the one next to shoot her. You hit.
Yay!
So I probably don't need to ask this, but you don't have a magical bow, do you?
No. Nigga
Okay.
that.
No.
I have
Nice.
a magic weapon.
And then I'm gonna shoot another one, random one.
All right. 1, 2, 3, or 4. You actually shot 3 already.
Which one is closest to me?
4.
Shoot that one.
Okay.
And I miss.
That's a miss. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna move back from away from them things.
Okay. Let's see. It's the second one's turn. Okay. The shadow nearest the southern wall will move up, and he will move into melee with Shooter, who disturbed the. Does he get a hit?
Denied.
So question.
He swings and time stops.
So having a shield replaces the dexterity modifier, but that does that replace a negative dexterity modifier, or would I still take the minus to my armor class?
Heavy armor in AGR's campaign works as medium armor. You would still get negative modifier, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, right, and I don't have a shield, so that's bad.
Does it hit? Does it not hit? We can't confirm until we see the result ourselves. It's a Schrodinger hit.
I am both hit and unhit.
I just got a set of dice. I'll just roll a die. Hold on.
Oh, it's a crit. Well, it looks like Bangbot's working.
It doesn't matter. I rolled.
Bangbot likes to roll functionally.
I
Okay.
guess that hit.
Blessed be
One
Bangbot.
moment.
So on a scale
AGR,
of
did
1
you
to
actually
5,
crit?
how dead am I?
I super fucking crit.
Oh, fucking hell. Dude, oh no. Fuck, and I forgot the shadow strength. Ooh.
I have custom shadows, but they do have the strength score reduction, so your strength score is reduced.
By 18? Oh.
Yeah, you take 18 necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by.
So,
Are you
Doing-
unconscious?
Doing good.
I have 18 health. but I had temporary HP.
We're good.
Past tense, I presume.
False life.
Yeah, I took the Fiendish Vigor Devil Sight.
Very fortunate.
Yes, it is. Yes,
I'm
it
I'm
is.
bloodied.
Okay. He's going to do his best to bonus action hide, which is pretty effective, but not very effective against you.
Do I get the reaction attack?
If you're bloodied, then yes, of course you do.
Dex to hit. Oh, right.
That's a hit.
Spear does 1d8 with strength.
Hey, does Fulkins and My
You're-
Light shine?
Okay, so
3 damage, but it is magic.
yeah, you have light, but it's dim light.
Fucking heresy.
Okay, you do 3 damage to this shadowy creature.
I started with 11 strength.
Oof. Are you Hexblade?
No.
Oof.
Okay, that's it. Fulgent.
It is time to burn the heretics. What is the most threatening shadow? It looks like it's one standing over Shooter, right?
Yes, yes.
Scorching Ray.
Fair.
Burn the heretics.
So let's see. First Ray. It's +6.
That does not hit.
Second Ray.
That does hit.
2 fire damage.
All
It's
right.
dead.
There's a little poof of fire, and
Doesn't
it recoils a little bit, but otherwise it
Does-
looks pretty all right.
doesn't
Oh.
Scorching Ray shoot 3 times?
This is
It
Fulgent.
does. And does 12 fire damage after I get a beat on him with the targeting shot.
Okay. So after that little tiny puff, which was barely more than a wisp of smoke, he just combusts. He just goes, and there's nothing.
Okay, that's it.
All right. Shooter.
I'm going to use Fiendish Vigor for False Life.
Reasonable.
And then I'm going to I'm going to assume that FR is Fuher Fulgent.
Father Fulgent.
If anyone's Fuhrer, it's me.
It's all the same dial.
Kaiser, you are Kaiser Otto von Bismarck.
So you turn to Fulgent and
Ow.
Walk it off.
And I'm going to use my Healing Light
okay.
on myself because that's a bonus action and I could use it.
Praise
Okay.
be the light.
And that's my turn.
Great. All right. Let's see. This is the northernmost shadow, and it is going to approach. It's going to approach the goblin, I think. He hasn't been picked on enough yet, has he?
Well, except for that whole eating thing.
Yeah, he almost died from that.
Hey,
And
some
it
people
does
are into
not,
that.
It does not hit him. He feels a chill of cold run down his spine, and he jumps away from this thing just in time.
Fucking spooky.
And the western one also is nearest to him, so he's going to attack. Does a 24 hit you, Blurp?
Yes.
You take 14 necrotic damage,
My God.
and your strength score is reduced by 1.
Crap.
Are you still up?
Yeah, I wasn't at full health, but I have
Could've
one.
I could have sworn you had 12 HP.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so
don't
too.
know.
Yeah, you're right. I do only have 12. So no, I am not up. I am gone.
Ooh.
Poof.
Oof. So yeah, yeah.
AGR just does that to me on purpose. He's just been destroying me on purpose.
I don't control the dice. You were separated from the group, and they emerged like in all the corners of or all the walls of the room. So I mean, there were
I
two
wasn't
wood,
separated. I just backed up a little bit.
which separated you from the group.
The risks of being a rogue.
Okay.
This is why
I'm
rogues
sorry.
hide all the time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So, yeah. A man from Geneva.
That wasn't even a nat 20 and it almost did the same amount of damage as I took.
Yeah, no joke.
Spectre, a man from Geneva was meant to be you.
Spectre.
Okay, what do I see?
There are shadowy beings all over the room. There are 4 of them, and 2 of them have begun to murder the shit out of your goblin friend, and 2 of them are trying to murder the knife-eared bastard.
Wait, I thought one of them got destroyed by the knife.
Oh, that's right. One of them was destroyed. He is at 0, but he was at the knife-eared bastard. Now he's just a puff of smoke.
Puff of smoke by the knife-eared bastard.
Can I hit the 2 of them that are murdering the goblin with a 5-foot line without hitting the goblin?
If you run across the room, like near the south wall, you probably could. You'd have to like go to the far wall and then target it, but yeah, I think you got enough movement for it.
All right, then I'm going to go to the far wall,
All right.
and then I'm going to hit the 2 of them with an Agonizar.
Nice.
Very nice.
Be dexterity saves, I think.
That I do.
Beautiful. So 1 pass, yes?
Yep, and the other does. So that's 14 and 7 respectively.
Okay.
And I'm going to use any remaining movement I have to get closer, back closer to the group.
You don't have, but cool. All right.
That'll be it for me.
Sweet. The northernmost shadow is looking real thin right now. Gilbert.
I'd like to twin cast, shoot a firebolt at the really shitty one you just mentioned, and the remaining one next to knife ears.
Okay. Hit. Hit. I'm sorry, that's not a hit. I'm a blind person. I thought that was a 16. Okay. The northern shadow next to the goblin is evaporates. It goes.
I'd like to end my turn just going, oh god, game over, man, game over.
Okay. Car.
I'm gonna rush in and attack the one that's in melee with a goblin.
Okay. That's a hit.
Undead, right?
It is undead.
I will note this is magical.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, real quick, tell me if you guys can hear this. Did you hear that?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Someone's screaming outside.
They're probably dying.
Rest and pepperoni.
Okay.
Hit with the offhand attack.
Get the gun.
Okay,
and put it
that one slices, or that just goes right through this guy, and he also dies.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and stand at the ready to prepare to intercept any other shadows.
Okay, there's still one shadow remaining in the room.
I'd rather keep the goblin secure.
Indeed.
Actually, can I, as a bonus action, pull out a goodberry and administer it to him?
I don't believe you can.
All right. That'll conclude my turn.
Okay. Well, the final remaining shadow is going to reach out and touch someone. One more attack against the knife-eared bat.
I'm gonna be right back. I gotta check this out.
Okay.
Don't die.
Yeah, don't get murdered investigating a disturbance. That happens a lot. So, knife-eared bastard, that hits you, yeah?
I guess I'll allow it.
You take 8 damage and your strength goes down 2 more.
That barely went through my temporary health.
But you're not looking at a good strength score right now.
5.
Okay.
I'm not bloodied again though. So that's
Combat's
nice.
combat's real near over. Blurb. Death save.
Blurbs.
Blurble, blurble.
You got Fulgen, what would you like to do?
I see Car over Blurb, right?
Yes.
I first yell out to Car, like, Car, you got Blurb, right?
Yeah.
Great. Sacred Flame on the Shadow. Deck save.
Okay.
Radiant damage.
Alright.
I don't know if it matters. It is radiant.
Yes, it does.
And if possible, can I physically interpose myself between him and the knife-eared idiot without
Why?
further disturbing the dead body?
Yes, you may. But in that case, this reaction attack he makes will hit you.
Okay, as a reaction then to his reaction attack, I'm going to use Warding Flare to impose disadvantage if he is not immune to blind.
He is not immune to blind.
As a reaction to his reaction to the ghost reaction, I'd like to say, but why?
And his icy grasp, the light hits him, and his form sort of fades briefly as his claw just drifts through you, and you feel this chill as he passes through you. But
shadows do
nothing
not
happens.
stand in the light.
Indeed.
Is that so?
Shooter, what would you like to do?
Well, because he specifically said that, I'm tempted to just cast light on this guy. But I also kind of want to flex on the. I also kind of want to flex on this guy and just cast my own sacred flame.
Do it.
So I'm gonna do that. Deck save. He passes.
Ooh, he's a celestial warlock boy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or I lied about being a warlock. One of the
Those
two.
guys are dead, so it's Spectre's turn.
I believe Spectre is currently engaged in other activities.
Oh, right, he's gonna get killed. Okay,
He's got his own
Gilbert.
D&D campaign to go get the party killed with.
Yeah, he's making an investigation check. Hopefully he doesn't get too deep into that at one shot.
All right, so Gilbert.
Right. So there's just like a spoopy ghosty dude now?
Yes, Boopy Ghost. Just hanging out.
Well, given the GIF that was just posted, I think I'm gonna do just that and cast Witch Bolt.
Heresy.
Unlimited power. Come on. God fucking damn it! I'm never gonna hit with this fucking spell.
Sparks fly all over the place, except for in the direction you aim.
I would
Nobody-
still like to shout unlimited power.
Okay. You
Blue on
make,
blue!
make a pretty light show.
Blue on blue, damn it!
We're not
Sparks fly off of your metal armor and shield, but nothing happens. Okay. Car.
I think I'm gonna bite my hand axe, and I'm gonna go ahead and administer Goodberry to Blurb.
Okay.
For the
You
hand
administer a good berry and heal him for 1 HP, restoring him to consciousness.
And I'm back.
This is getting old.
Yeah, this is.
I miss anything?
Your turn. You can take it.
Yeah, sure.
Can I stand Blurb up?
Sure.
That'll be it for me. I don't think I can do anything else.
Spectre.
Okay. So what do I see?
There's one spooky ghost left.
Well, I am gonna hit him with chaos bolt.
Cool. That is a
Oh
hit.
dear. That's a 13.
That is a 13.
Well, it is getting late.
Was it good?
Chaos.
Good game.
Chaos.
Alright,
Chaos.
All
Chaos.
on the D500 table that I have established.
Chaos. Chaos.
234.
Chaos.
Chaos. Chaos. Chaos.
Okay.
Chaos. Chaos.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Is a knife
Uh,
bastard considered a
well,
hostile?
since you don't have a choice, you only have one here. You don't have a choice. The weird shadowy guy just goes poof.
Does he still take damage?
Yeah. Roll the damage. Seven. Okay, sweet. I thought he had 8. He has 6. Okay, so the spooky dude, he sort of starts to fade. He explodes, and then this sort of the dissipating particles of this guy just go poof, and they're all gone.
So he just like evaporated the ghost.
He evaporated the ghost and then teleported it to an unknown location.
Now, Gilbert, you'll be proud to know that is 5 off from being a 5-foot tall pyramid of cabbage.
Oh my goodness.
I know, and it makes me sad. I was hoping for more cabbage action tonight.
My cabbages.
Okay. So,
Sorry.
there's actually more of this cave to explore, but if you guys would like to call it, you can.
You know, I've got 1 spell slot left. We're running pretty low on resources. Realistically, we should head to the front of the cave, set a watch, and take a long rest if possible.
Yeah. Blurb does not look well at all.
I agree with this.
Okay. So you want to go back to the T intersection at the front of the cave?
I would like to retrace our steps all the way to the front,
Like the mouth.
Okay,
to
but
the
the
mouth
front
of
is
the
like a
cave.
5 foot wide path.
Perfect.
But it's only like that for like 25, 30 feet, and then it opens up into like a big room.
Right, but it's more if we can restrict potential ways the enemies can get to us. It makes it safer as a
Sure.
campsite.
Absolutely.
Because
Sure.
we're camping in hostile territory because we have to. And totally
let's
not
code
because
outside.
it's getting late and we should end the session.
Yeah, totally not that.
I can heal people who need it.
Same.
Yeah,
Like I said, I have
where?
1 spell slot left.
Okay. I will say, for the sake of convenience, you guys make it back to the entrance. By the way, the storm is even worse outside, and there's a snow bank covering about half the entrance.
Fuck.
Well, if you guys want, I have no problem sleeping closest to the snow. The light will protect me.
Yeah, let's get some rest. I'm tired.
Okay. Also, I'm going to cast a 2nd level healing word on the goblin.
Let me take care of healing first.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm a warlock.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
I'm going to use Cure Wounds. Modifier is 10. Is Blurp okay with an extra 10 health? Or do you need more healing?
I was at 1, so
So now you're at 11. What's your max?
Nice.
19.
Yeah, you could use another shot. Hey, now it's at
Inject
full.
this man with some science.
Is
Beautiful.
there anybody else who needs healing?
Could I get a little, pick me up? Yeah.
I'm just gonna bop the vroom vroom machine on the head with a little bit of light.
Lovely.
I'm gonna try to chop more branches down with the sword.
Oh, that's all I've got.
You'd have to go outside to do that.
Hold on. Does anybody else need healing before we start doing stuff?
I think actually Shutter took some hits.
I'm fine.
You go. Hold on. Gilbert, do you go outside to go look for branches? You can roll.
like, how deep is the snowdrift?
I mean, it's literally covering half of the cave entrance. I mean, but you could climb through there and probably get out if you wanted. You can roll.
Oh, we're
like
talking like super severe, like
Blizzard conditions.
1970
yeah,
something Chicago
blizzard.
snowstorm.
Blizzard conditions, like hellishly bad blizzard conditions.
Like okay, so we're talking like in the half hour we've been here, it added a foot of snow.
Like the comrades in the winter.
In the time you've been here, there's more than like a foot and a half of snow. It's probably close to 2 feet of snow.
I'm gonna pew the mound of snow with firebolt.
AGR. I didn't know I had advantage on initiative.
Well,
All right,
now
well,
you know.
If no one else needs healing, I'll just zap myself with it.
All right.
Yeah, I
And,
only took a couple small hits. I'm fine.
I don't know. You look pretty. I don't
You
know.
sure?
Unwell.
Like I'm literally missing just 3 hit points. I can afford to heal you if you are needing it more.
Save it in case something happens.
I'm not saving. I'm using it on me or you. Pick.
You.
Okay.
all right. So I guess we'll pick this up next week in lieu of the regular date of our starting the campaign, and we'll continue a bit. But I think you guys should be able to wrap this up in that session. Let me think.
We are setting a watch.
Really? Well, that's an interesting decision.
I get a good berry going too.
Okay.
I might as well spend that last spell slot.
I can
Okay.
warm people up with create bonfire.
So Gilbert, did you want sticks or no? I'm sorry.
No. I'm just gonna try to use firebolt to kind of clear out a bit of snow, get ice to form so that we can shape an actual exit instead of just being walled in.
You're not walled in. Only about halfway is snowed in, but
Right, for
fine.
now. Eventually it's gonna pile up.
all right. You make a bit of a snow ramp.
Right.
I can warm people up with create bonfire as necessary.
Great. So there's a fire going. You're on watch. I pull out my book of sermons and begin holding evening mass for the party.
Okay. Gilbert, while you're messing with the snowbank, why don't you make a perception?
You know, I'm almost afraid of what happens if I roll good on this.
Does anybody need a magic weapon?
Thank God.
I don't have one.
You see absolutely nothing watching you from the wood.
I'll give Blurp my spear, which is a magic weapon.
You know, AGR, that answer was probably spookier than just saying I noticed nothing.
All right.
And so I just imagine like that, like it's fading out, like Father, like Folger just sitting there, like just like literally sermonizing to the party as they're exhausted and collapsing on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm outie.
Yeah.
Have a good
a
night.
good one.
Have a good night.
Save your sheet for.
Yeah.
So I am going to be giving Blurp my spear, which is magical because of Pact
You
of
have,
the
to
Blade.
you'll have to tell him when he comes back.
I did tell him. I'm just not.
Oh.
I haven't told him details. I'll DM him. I'm just letting you know for future reference.
I don't think he got it.
Probably not.
All right. So that was a good session. I'm glad.
It was.
Glad we ran that. I was having fun.